So we are going to make the dish which is called it as a bhakri. Bhakri. Okay. So for this, the basic the ingredients. Okay. So I'm going to turn on the iron pan so that it will start nice and warm. Okay. And these are the three things. We have a flour of the rice, one part is black pearl millet, sorghum, black sorghum, and one part is the white sorghum. So 3 flours together. Okay, I'm just mixing it, right? All right, now I never saw my mom doing it, but I'm going to add 1/4 teaspoon of salt into it because our flour is older compared to my mom gets it like for a week, she gets it. It's not possible for us. So I'm just going to add, just for a test purpose, a little bit salt into it. Now this is a hot water. I'm going to add the hot water and make sure it's not too watery like the pancake batter. We need a dough out of it. Okay, dough out of it. So see, I need to have almost, so same amount of water we might need it sometime, but make sure you add it slowly. So as I have a hot water ready, I'm using the hot water because it can help us to save some of our time and make the dish more beautiful. It will not break, otherwise it will start breaking, right? You see this, right? So now you have to knead it with the hand. Okay, so I'm going to put this, and for kneading purpose I'm not going to use the hot water. Okay, I'm going to use the normal temperature water. You see this, it's coming up together now, right? So it's all about kneading the dough. Everything in this dish is all about using your pressure and making it properly. You see this? So now the dough is ready. Now this is the consistency we need it. Okay? So we do not need a hot water that we use when you are using it on the pan. Okay? So I'm going to use the normal temperature water. So this is the normal temperature water. Okay? So now with this, what we are going to do, I will show you 2-3 variations. You decide whichever you like to do. Okay? So now the pan is getting nice and warm. You see, this is nice and warm. Okay, now I'm going to take a little bit dough out of it. Okay, maybe a fistful of the dough. Okay, and I'm going to, as this is hot, right? You remember it is hot, right? So I'm going to see it is a little loose. Okay, you see this? So when I am going to do this, it's going to be a little challenge. So I'm just going to add a little bit dry powder here. If it is too loose, then it will suck a lot of dry powder and it will be burning the food faster rather than cooking the food. Okay, so I'm going to see this, right? Now I'm going to make a bowl. And this is ready to use. Okay, see, this is loose a little bit. That's why when you are adding the water, it has to be proper. Okay, I'm going to make a small circle out of it by using my finger like this. I'm using my pinky, or I'm just patting it. Okay, now this is the dry powder at the bottom and a little bit on the top, and make sure your hands are dusted with the powder. Okay, so that it will not stick. Okay, and you start doing the pressure at the same time. You see this? It's changing the shape. I'm showing for camera, otherwise I generally do it on the side, but for camera I have to do it here. Okay, see this? You see, very gentle pressure. I'm not adding a lot of, I'm not pushing it. I'm just gently, softly. And this came really good. This is a blessing for me today because of hot water and maybe because of the association of both of you. You know, it happens. See, this kind of stuff, my little one loves it. If it is coming dry and breaking it, he's like, it's not good, Mom. Only India is good. Don't make it. That's what he said when he came one of the days. He said, Mom, your grandmas are better. And I see the way I'm holding it, I'm not touching to the pan. Okay. Now see, this came pretty good. I'm going to put a water on it. This is nice and hot. It's not a cold pot. Okay. So I'm going to increase a little bit heat here, and this is a cold water. That's why I can dip my hand. Otherwise, I will burn myself with the hot water here, right? And I'm applying the water on top of it. You see this? This is very pretty. It didn't came in a long time. It didn't happen with me. Okay. So see, and now with the excess water, I'm just removing it. I'm not using it. Okay. See this? And now make sure your temperature is. It's a technique. There is nothing. It's not. It's just a practice and technique. Okay. So you see this. This is a little loose. So what I'm going to do, I'm going to add a little bit of flour here to make it nice consistency so that you can pat it properly. Otherwise, it will not come. So when you are adding the water, you have to be careful when you are adding it. Okay. We do not want not too much. Otherwise, you will not be able to make it. Okay. Now, if you see this, the water is done. Okay. I'm just going to see whether it is. You see this? It's leaving very easily. That means it's cooked properly. And I'm going to turn. Okay. Yeah. So let's make it the other one. One more. So take a kind of fistful of the dough here. Okay. And as this is a little loose, right? So this is little loose. You cannot make it. Put the pressure on it. So I'm just going to use a tablespoon of here more flour and going to mix it. And if I give you the percentage, how much exactly that, it doesn't happen because it's the age of the flour. It's not about how you are making it, it's the age. So the more fresh it is good to make it. That's why in India people does like 7 days flour together. And our flour maybe 7 years old, that's how I see it. It's older, right?
But
because it's coming.
Expiry date for some rice flour. And
Tell me one thing. Does that really matter, sir? Here, expiry date?
Yeah. But why is it they are putting it?
Because that's the rules for America. You have to put it. They have to. Otherwise, you cannot sell the food. So you, sir, you see this? It is living very well. You see this? So this is the proper cooking. This is how it looks. Okay. Now, I'm going to make sure the edges are properly cooked before I turn and do the face down. At the same time, as this is ready, I'm just giving it a nice, so that it will not break, okay? Good? All right, I'm going to put this face down, okay? And let it cook. Okay, so this is ready. I'm going to dust the flour at the bottom. Flour at the bottom, dusting the flour, a tablespoon of flour, and dusting a little bit on the top. And start rolling. There is another way of doing it, is like this. You can cook. Yeah, it will puff off if we are lucky. Oh, you are lucky. Oh my God, you both are lucky. Generally, it doesn't happen. You see this? Yeah. Okay. This is a anti-diabetic food, sir. This is a heart food. See, there is no gluten in this one. Okay. So let's keep it here. Good. So let's finish this one. I'm going to very gently put the pressure. Same. We are repeating it here.
That's the one I practice.
Yeah, this is just a practice, ma'am. I never tried it until I came to the States. But I have seen my mom doing it all the time. Yeah. I never learned it. You never cook, right? When you are in medical school, you study, right? But when I came to America, I didn't have mom with me. So I started learning. And that time YouTube was not also that famous. So where can you learn? You try, make the errors, you know. I did a lot of errors before I made this pickle. I thought like when you are new to America, you want to do and you want to eat your food. It takes years and years with the experience. Now, see, when I'm doing lifting, now I'm done with this. So this is the way I used to do. I can do like this also. See? But I have seen my mom doing it, so it's easy for me to do this dish. Otherwise, many of my friends cannot do this. Now I'm very slowly, I'm not throwing it, I'm putting it gently, okay? Now I'm increasing the fire, medium heat, and then water. Okay, so water not too much. Okay, just a little, like a kind of a teaspoon. If you need it, you can have more water like this. Okay, if you need it, more water. Make sure all the edges are covered with the water. Not overflow, just application. Right? Now you see, as this is coming up, that means it is ready to turn too. But give some time to cook it properly. And see, this pan is different because it's an Indian kind of pan, right? Yeah. This is iron pan. It's not flat surface, so I'm just making sure that it's cooking all the way, every angle properly. So I'm just moving it because you know it has a deepness in the center.
Curve.
Yeah, so little curve. So I see, you see this? How easily it is coming. You want to try?
It's okay.
Maybe it's okay. Okay, no problem. See, now I'm going to hold it properly and turn it.
Yeah.
I will give you here so that you can take this. You can also take this, sir. You can take the vegetable from there and you can take this. Here we go and start eating and tell me how did it came. Bring it forward, front. One more. Okay. Here, sir, for you. Yeah, you can put some lime or ghee, or if you like to use the ghee, you can have the ghee on it. You don't need anything. Some people does oil. The people who likes oil, they do oil. Some people, or there is a kick here. What I do, I keep it always ready, this combination, so I can take like a half teaspoon on top of it. It tastes differently.
Chili?
Garlic, chili, a lot of things in it. You can try also that. Take a little bit on the other side and take that oil and see. So see, it is. You see this? You see this? This started leaving the corners very well. Is it okay?
Yeah.
Good. Okay, let me bring this. Take ghee, oil, try it, taste it, check it. Okay, and now I'm turning it and I'm, see, as it is cooked very well properly, it is going to even. You don't have to do on the fire, you see, when the temperature is proper, it is going to come here also. Just increase the temperature maybe. Haji?
What's the oil?
Oil, asafoetida, chili flakes,
No, the oil is what?
garlic, peanut oil.
Ah,
Yeah. Okay, so this is the another one.
the garlic, chili.
Yeah, fresh garlic. You can, so you can have it here. Okay, I'm doing the next one.
I can do it.
One more. Make sure the dough is properly mixed. You can have a seat, sir, on the dining table. If you So I'm just going to do one last for both of you, and then I will do the next. I will show you how to make the yogurt out of it. The yogurt milk is outside, right? So spread the flour at the bottom. Make sure it is nicely spread. Otherwise, it will start sticking. You can make, if you do not have a plate like this, you can do it on the pizza dough. What do you call this? Stone. Yeah, you can also do that on the stone, but it's very hard to lift it. Yeah, you can do that too. But I'm okay. This is new, right? My friends who doesn't know how to do this, they roll it like the paratha kind of thing. So, sir, if your patients cardiac for your in your office, you can tell your people to make the soup out of it. Because this is hard for them to do it. But for your patients, you can definitely tell them to make some porridge out of it, make some soup out of it, or oatmeal out of it. But you have to cook it properly.
Yeah.
Okay? You know, I can write the food for cardiac health. And
Make a book.
yeah, and okay, here we go. I think I will turn off the camera because you know now how to do it.